What's up, everybody? Welcome to the space. We're going to do a inner child healing session today. It'll be about 20 minutes. So if you don't have 20 minutes, please come back to this video when you have the time to do it. This is one of the most foundational core practices for me, and I think for a lot of the Astrano team when it comes to healing, just because like a lot of masters say, right, like they master the basics. Okay, this is kind of like a basic healing practice that you're going to want to know if you want to fully heal from the past, heal from any trauma looping, heal from, the fragmentation within, the pain within, fully, completely, so that we can be within our full potential and in our true organic selves, which is why we're here on this planet at this time, is to heal the planet through ourselves first, becoming an anchor for that pure source light to come in and start to, echo out into the world around us, and it will transform the world around us just through us healing ourselves. Okay, so really important work that we're all here on the planet right now to do. And this is going to be one of those beautiful foundational practices that will change your life. This was the first practice for me that really began to heal my addictions, heal my trauma looping, that, really infected my life for a long time and was really disheartening because I seeked a lot of paths that didn't take me anywhere. And this was one of the first practices where I started to cultivate enough unconditional love within myself that my outer reality started to really shift. And when you get those dominoes of healing going, and you push through that resistance in the beginning, that's when you're going to see your true soul mission coming online. You will have what you need always. That is our organic, flow, is to have what we need, is to always be supported by life, by God, by creation, by the universe around us. It's just that we have to, heal the trauma. We have to heal the dissonance. Otherwise, we're going to experience dissonance in the reality in our outer 3D life as well. Okay? So today is going to be a beautiful, safe space. Okay, I've already created this space for everyone today. It's going to be full of just pure love so that you feel so safe in this space. So if you're ready, I want you to find a safe space in your home where you're not going to be disturbed by anyone for the next 20 minutes. And today's going to be an instructional video on inner child healing so that you can then take this practice that I teach you today and do it every single day, or do it on your own when you have the time. Okay, and you can always refer back to this instructional video if you forget a piece or a part of the process, because the process is important. Each step of this process is so important to do it correctly, because you've got to do the whole thing. And if you miss a piece, then it's not going to maybe work the way that it's supposed to work and fully heal the inner children within. Okay, so make sure you're paying attention. If you want, actually, you can grab a journal and take notes. However, like I said, I recommend maybe doing the process with me today. Do it a second time where you take some notes if you need to. And then, just gain the confidence in yourself to take this practice and do it on your own. Okay, we at Astrano really want to teach people how to self-heal. We don't want to, be the healers for you. We love teaching people how to self-heal. I think that's where we're really going to see the big impact on the planet, is when we all learn to heal ourselves, not from another healer, right? So we're going to learn a beautiful practice today that changed my life and a lot of people around me. So get comfortable. Get seated. Let's begin to just breathe, okay? I want you to start breathing deeply. And we're going to do this practice where you breathe into your heart, okay? I want you to picture your heart having a mouth. And you're going to see this beautiful air or even light streams coming into your heart on the in-breath. Into the heart and release out of the heart. And keep breathing in and out of the heart, okay? Let's keep doing that. Big breath in into the heart. And release. Breathing into the heart. And release. Big breath in, breathing into the heart, seeing the air flow into your heart space. And release. Now I want you to breathe in the frequency into all of your cells, just with intention. We're breathing in unconditional love into all of our cells. There's a lot of pieces or parts of you that might have never felt loved before, as sad as that is. And so let's begin to cultivate unconditional love throughout the whole body, okay? So breathing in unconditional love into all of your cells. What does it feel like to be unconditionally loved? Each and every piece of you, each and every cell. Breathe out. Breathe in unconditional love into all of your cells. All of the parts inside of you are unconditionally loved, are held in love. Are safe in this space today to come up and to speak and to be with us. We are here to love you. We unconditionally love you. So the first part of today's practice is you're going to remain separate from your wounds. When we do wound healing or inner child healing, it is very important that you stay as your soul self, as the parent of these inner children. Okay, so you do not become the inner child or the wound. You encase it in love, your true frequency, which is pure love, which is unconditional love. This is your soul, one of your soul signature frequencies. So we are the parent, we are the soul that goes to the child and holds the child in love. So the first part here is you're going to stay in your soul like I just said, and I want you to scan your body or feel into your body. Where is there a space that hurts, that feels pain or painful right now, or that feels sadness, or a denser area that you can feel is stagnant or just feels dense, okay? See if you can find a spot in your body now that's calling to you. Does your heart space feel heavy? Does your womb area feel heavy and blocked up? Do you feel pain in your back? Just wherever. There, we've got wounds everywhere, so pick a spot that's just calling to you a little bit. Even if you can't feel into your body yet because you're really numb still, that's okay. Just go with your intuition to a spot. And again, a reminder, we're remaining as the soul. We are coming to the wound as the soul. So I want you to sink into this space, and I want you to start bringing your love to this space. You can come as literally like a human to a human, and you can see this area as a child, or you can just work with it as energy coming to energy. Your loving frequency is coming into this space and starting to encase the wound in love. And I want you to say these words to this wound right now as you're starting to love it up. I love you. I'm sorry I haven't been here until now. Please forgive me. I love you so much. Sometimes parts of us can be a little upset with us because we've been ignoring them for so long. So it takes a little bit of time to build that relationship back up. So, and some parts just really want to feel the love and will open up to you right away. So just keep loving this area up. And I want you to ask this inner child now, and start to tap into, this is the investigation process, okay? Because you need to find out what's going on, what frequency is it holding, what does it feel, and potentially even what happened to it. We don't need to go into detail and relive traumas. And this is the part where you stay in your soul self. You are the soul, you are the parent, you are not going to become the wound, okay? So continuing to hold this soul space, because it's been waiting for you. So hold this space of love, and I want you to ask it, what happened to you? Why do you feel the way you feel? And I'm just going to give you a minute to see if anything comes up. See if the wound answers you. Trust your gut, trust your intuition, trust what's coming through. What does it feel like? Does it have a word that's associated with this wound? Is there one word that comes up that the inner child can tell you? Is there anything that it needs you to know before we go through the release process and transmute it back into its original self? Is there anything you need us to know today? Keep loving it up. Anchoring the love, the safe space for this wound to speak within. Is there a color that's associated with this wound? What color would it be? So when the wound feels ready, and some wounds take long and some are easier to transmute. So this is the issue with trying to, do this live with a bunch of people, because some of your wounds might take more time for you to investigate. But for the purpose of keeping this for a 20-minute long instructional video, we're going to move on to the next step. But you can use this template and you can spend more time in certain areas with different wounds if needed. With your wound here, I want you to see when you ask it, I want you to ask it, are you ready to release this? And see what answer you get. Is it a yes or is it a no? Okay. If your wound gave you a no for an answer, that means you need to spend more time getting it ready, helping it through any misperceptions in this first step before it's going to be ready to release. So for example of a misperception, I've had wounds before that are not ready to forgive something that hurt me, because it thought that if it forgave it, it's saying that it's okay. So that's a misperception, because you can forgive people that have done really hurtful things, and that does not mean that you agree with what they're doing, but you can still forgive them, right? So those are two different things. Agreement and forgiveness are two different things. So your wound may have a misperception. You may need to continue that dialogue. But we're going to move on to the release process for those of you who have wounds that are ready to release. If yours isn't, you can just keep loving it up and listen to the rest of this video so you get all of the steps down, okay? So this next step is we're going to let it release. This is very important. We need the energy to flow and move and release from this pocket that it's been stuck in, okay? So we're going to initiate the release, and you're just holding space. Your job is, you're the parent, you are holding space for your child, a space of pure love. You are pure love, okay? So that's your only job, is hold the space for it, keep loving it up. And we're going to ask everybody's inner child in the field that are ready to release, please begin to release now. Your inner children are going to start screaming potentially. They're going to start releasing and shaking the body maybe. They know how to release. Trust their process, and you're holding the container of love, holding the space of love. Keep loving it up. Let the energy flow. We're going to spend some time in this space, so just keep sitting with it. Practice holding this beautiful space of love for your inner child as it releases this trauma, as it releases this anger, pain, sorrow, grief, loss. Let it go. Let it release it. Holding this space of love so it's finally feeling safe enough to release. Breathe. Breathe. Breathe it out. You are a powerful soul with so much love. You cannot even imagine how much love you're capable of having and holding for yourself. Breathe through it and release. Oh, great job, guys. Great job. Keep holding the love. We love you. Great job. This is a safe space of pure love. Keep holding the love, flushing it with love, filling this area with so much love, so much care, so much innocence, so much forgiveness. All is forgiven. All is loved. Great job, guys. So again, this is a hard thing to do live because some parts might need longer to release. Some parts might need a couple sessions to fully clear out, right? They might not be ready that day to go through the release and the transmutation process. So again, just sticking with me. This is an informational video so you can know the full process and then take it into your own practice and do it yourself. So we're going to move on to the last stage, and this stage is where this is the most important stage. This is the most important piece, or it's a vital piece. Like if you miss this piece, that's you're not going to get the benefits of it fully clearing potentially. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep holding this inner child and this wound in so much love. It's just finished releasing. Okay? And we're now going to ask it, are you finished releasing? Are you ready to move to a new space? And if your part is a yes and it's ready to move to a new space, if it's a no, repeat this whole process like I said and just extend where you need more time. So the last piece, the vital part here, is we're going to move it to a new space. So now I need you to ask it where it would rather be. It can be so creative with this. You let it decide. It might say, I want to be with my soul. I want to be with the creator. I want to be within your heart, your human heart. I want to go to unicorn planets with flying light and rainbows and beauty. Like it wants to go to a garden. It can be so creative. So let's ask it here and just listen for the response. Where would you rather be? What space can I take you to that you would love to be within? And once you've got your answer, okay, always trusting the gut here. Your response is the first response you get is going to, trust that process, trust your gut. That's always correct for you. So now we're actually going to take this energy. You can scoop it up in your arms, and we're going to, with visualization, with intention, travel to the space it asked to go to with it. Okay, so here we go. We're going to travel there now. Picking it up in your arms, and here we go, traveling to that new space. All the way to the new space, landing in this new space with the wound, with the inner child. That is now transmuted and healed as it's released. So we're in this new space. And just take a second to ground this inner child in this new environment. It's going to be so happy, so excited that it's in this beautiful space of freedom, of beauty, of love, of support. So both of you can just have a big smile now. It is free from the imprisonment of the mind and of the wounding that it was in before. It is fully free. You've brought it out of that wounded space. That's alchemy. You just alchemized and transformed a denser frequency into a higher frequency. So giving it a big hug and farewell and just letting it know you're always going to be here if it ever needs you, just to bing you and talk to you. You're right here. I love you so much. Give it a big hug. And come back to your body when you're ready. Flying back to the body now from that space all the way back into your body, dropping into your physical body here on earth. Fully and completely grounding down into your body. And opening your eyes when you feel ready. Beautiful work, everybody. So like I said, this was an instructional video mostly. You guys need to learn how to do this on your own so that like I said, some wounds will take a little longer. You'll need to sit for half an hour, maybe an hour, and you might need to tell it, hey, like I've got to go now, but I'm going to be back, and schedule like another time to sit with it, because some of these wounds are bigger. A lot of them will release in a half an hour session, and you will notice the results in your life within a week, 2 weeks, you're going to start seeing these shifts in the external reality. Because like I just said, you're alchemizing these denser frequencies, which are resonating with the reality around you. Once they are cleared up, you are now carrying a higher frequency in these spaces, because your true self is coming online in these spaces instead of that wound being there, that misperception, that illusion. Is now cleared up, and it's your true self that's now resonating at this higher frequency, and that's what's attracting and resonating with the reality around us. So you're gonna start to see more alignment in your life with, your true path, with your soul mission, with who you truly are, with love, with community, with beauty, with creational energy coming online. It is literally endless, and you will be unstoppable, okay? This is a beautiful practice, and I hope that you guys incorporate it, study it, write down the step-by-step process, rewatch this video, get it down so that you can start transmuting all of the wounded parts within you, okay? Astrano, from Astrano's team, we love you so much, and we can't wait to continue this healing journey with you guys. Until next time.